Cool. So
Sounds
this
good.
is I've done all of the GoVitationals that Murph has run, so I'm
Very
very much
nice.
invested. Well, I got knocked out in week 1 last season, Strixhaven, but I've made it to a final before as well. So I've had like the full extreme. I've finished second and I've finished dead last, and everywhere in between.
Well, that's fun.
It is. It's a good setup. Murph is awesome, and it's a fun way of doing it. I have a one lander, so that's definitely a mull.
Yeah,
That
I can keep this, I think.
yeah, mine's definitely my mull is acceptable, so I will live with that. Good, good, good. All right, good luck. Have fun.
You as well.
Do, do, do.
Oh, cleric.
Oh
That's right.
yes,
You're playing that deck.
I am that guy, and I can follow it up with one of those guys.
Well, that's a fun card.
Okay, and past him.
I'm gonna go like this, and I think go like that.
That's fine by me.
Let's follow it up with this.
Oh, I wanted one of those.
Yes, yes, I got a couple of them. I think, if I recall correctly.
Okay.
Check. I don't even remember my deck at this point. Ah, yes.
I'm sending my
Uh,
halfling. He's leaving the pub, and he's going to hit face.
your halfling can hit me in the face.
I will gain much life, please, and end the turn.
Good. Let's do this. Here. Because I treasure our matches together.
uh, um, I'm going to ask him to come back to me instead.
Sounds fair.
It leaves a rather open road for you, though.
Yes, quite. Ooh. Spiked pit trap.
I know it sounds angrier than it is.
Better watch my step.
Definitely. Okay, and go, halfling. And then run back to your pub.
This. This.
Okay.
This.
I will definitely trade.
I am fine with that.
Oh boy. Okay. I'm going to level up and twiddle my thumbs. This could get painful very fast.
This.
Oh, yes, yes.
I'm sure you would have liked one of those as well.
Absolutely. Uh, you, I guess?
Next.
Then, okay. This and that, please.
Very nice.
And that's that.
Hmm. Thinking, thinking, thinking.
That's good. It's a thinking person's game. That's why we play it.
Oh, is that why I'm bad at this?
Oh, you and me both. You and me both. However much I think on this game, someone tells me how they think, and I go, I don't think like that.
Let's do this. This.
I'm willing to take a punt. My poor little dwarf old guy. Do.
Oh, that would.
Let's bring back my cleric and gain a ton more life. And also
Sounds fair to me.
get a ton of counters.
Yes.
No, not yet, but soon.
Hmm.
My halfling's all grown up, almost a holdling.
The think just doing this. More healing. I think you've done enough of that.
No, 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 no. I need all of the juice.
I'll, I'll offer up the trade. Yep.
And I get treasure as well.
Nice.
Living the dream.
Okay. But you have fallen into my trap. Now I am free to play this.
Ooh, it's a big dragon. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. Let's see if I can
Yeah.
outrace you on the ground while you're in the air.
Do this.
Ooh, go hunt up something to stick on that dragon.
Yes.
Can dragons carry equipment? I feel like that's a judge call. Do they have
I'm
hands?
sure they can carry this equipment.
That's a. Can they fit into it? Can you imagine making plate armor for a dragon? I mean, aren't there scales, plates? This is just unnecessarily excessive.
What's this?
I think I still have it because I can gain life and put a counter on the bullet, and then I get to
Ah,
rebuild.
yes. Yes, that is good.
Okay, let's hit that sideboard up.
I thought it was backwards. Let's see. Well, you're 100%.
I have sideboard stuff. I definitely have sideboard stuff, and I'm going to find it. I think both of those aren't shabby, and I should take out you, and I will take out you. And I think those are the only changes I want to make. So I am done.
Let's see.
Now, I took the picture of your main deck, but didn't bother looking at your sideboard, so I'm going to go and do that now.
I I can tell you what I got.
No, 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 it's fine. Murph has pinned the deck list, so it's very
Yeah.
easy to find. So, in the sideboard, you have even more flying things, a billion paladin shields. Holy
Yep.
moly. That's brilliant.
Bring on the
Oh,
damage. Bring
I
on the damage.
that's right, yeah. I'll shield myself. I remember you saying you plucked old Norbone off me in Dynasty.
Yes.
So
Yes, I
what a
did.
what a tragedy. That's fine. You can't let that go by. I respect that.
Yeah, I was hoping to get some more treasure stuff. Just couldn't get there.
Couldn't get going.
Couldn't get
All right.
do this.
All right. Better luck in game two.
You as well. Not that you need better luck.
No, no, no.
You already
Same
ran me
same
over.
amount of luck, probably acceptable. I'm not
Yes.
greedy. I'm definitely not greedy.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, I'm good with
Should
that
be
too.
interesting. Ha!
Kobold.
Totally bomb rare.
Well, you never know. It might eventually get going, and I see you have at least one dragon.
Sending a message.
That's right. Yeah. Boof.
Take that 0.
Uh, nope. Pass.
Yeah, I'm too lazy to not click that.
Give me more cards. Slightly weak priest.
Hmm.
Oh, Peggy, it's getting going. Oh, you mustn't do that this time. Well done.
Well, I mean menace.
Well restrained.
But
Oh, and I am done.
huh. That's disappointing.
Yep. Oh, gosh, just what I want. More land.
Oh well.
Pass.
Just wait till my next turn. Another land.
Well, at least we are land rich.
Um. Oh. Oh, that's something.
It is.
That
He is a big guy now. He is really big.
is.
Mm.
No.
I'm afraid so.
You ruined my plan.
Well, I thought maybe that little kobold would be excited, and I wanted to
He was
disappoint.
going to be excited.
Oh,
He was going
I'm
to be very excited.
I'm almost sorry, but obviously I have to protect my neck. And so pass.
Well, I think I'm just gonna. Sure.
Hmm. Intriguing. Oh yes, he has menace. That was really clever of me.
Whoops.
Reading the signs.
Reading the card explains the card.
It's very helpful like
As
that
li-
when
as
smart people do
loading
stuff.
ready run likes to say.
Okay, let's gain some life.
Oh no, my enchantment. Oh wait.
And then let's destroy the mace.
Oh,
And
how
then
could you?
I just have a heart of stone.
Fine.
Oh,
Do
you're gonna go
this
find
instead.
another. I'm gonna find that plate armor. That'll show you.
Um. So I could get the plate armor,
But you have so much to choose from. You've got 4 shields.
but I think the right play is this.
Aha, so you can hasten something. Very nice. Ah, to get the 6. Very clever.
And then I do this,
Yep.
which lets me do this.
Which kills me. I'm pretty sure it kills me. We'll find out. I'm taking 5. Uh, what do I wanna? Okay. So
I got to live the dream with this deck. That
you
is the
did.
first time I got to cheat on a dragon.
Now that's good. That's what the kobold is there for. So it's glorious to see happen. Right. I want you to get first strike and you to buff, and I gain only 1 life. So I'm still dead after the fact. Good game. On
Good
to the
game.
next.
I was so worried there because I kept a 5-land hand.
Oh, nice. No,
Uh,
I had a beautiful balance of lands and then got an extra sheaf of them to pad out. So that's fine. I want no changes. I think I am happy. Do, do,
this
do,
on the draw.
I think I've shown you all of the stuff I have. So
Yeah. I also have
maybe
I'm also like right here at the
I want
sideboards and
you
whatnot.
out, you in. Right, now I'm happy. All right. Oh, I decided. So you go through to week 2. Very exciting.
Yes.
It all comes down to this. Let's see if I can keep a
And
5-lander.
just like that, we're in a best of 1.
There you go. It's what Arena wants from
Oh,
us. This is fine. Good luck.
oh, this is not
Oh
fine.
no! You hate that in
This
a
was
decider.
this is
Boo!
a 1 land,
Oh man.
and I will keep
Mm,
this.
the sound of a
And
reluctant keeper.
um I think do this. Probably the smart plan.
Right, good luck.
Well, I have a turn one play.
Hooray! You need to find someone to stick those on, but it's getting there. I'm gonna say no.
How could you?
Uh, I, I have
My
lot.
toys.
I have lots of animals that
My toys.
none of my animals have feet, so they're not interested.
None of your animals have feet.
Well,
That's
not
cruel.
sorry, not feet for boots. I should have been specific. They're mostly hooved.
I was gonna say last I checked, horses have shoes.
That's right, but not boots. That would be weird.
Let's
But then I suppose Puss in Boots has boots, and they're a cat,
let's
right?
do this
And go and find more equipment.
and do that.
Aha! So you, then you,
Issue.
and then
That's
you.
also an issue.
Yes, I intend it to be. You've got
But
your own
none
bird.
of them do this.
This is
None
true.
of them stop this.
Kapow.
Kablamo.
Owl bear.
You know what? I get that he's a bear, but being part owl, he should have either trample or reach.
That's right.
Should be able to
That's right.
choose.
I suppose it's more bear owl
Uh,
than owl bear, isn't it?
I guess I'm going
Yeah.
to this and this. I think that's the smart play. I think.
Okay.
I'm
Stop.
not positive.
Bum, 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 bum. So I'm gonna send these guys.
Yeah. I think I need to go into the tank on this one.
This is fine. Tank away.
Hmm.
It's important you do the thinking because obviously goblins are not known to think, nor orcs, so you must do it for them.
Yeah. I I need to do this.
Okie dokie.
That's all I.
And
Not a bullet.
yeah, big bullet. I'm getting wide.
Yeah, that's not a.
Yes, the life gain deck can kind of get away with it sometimes when you get the enablers. And I was lucky, I got both Prosperous Innkeepers in my deck in pack 3, so it would have been a complete disaster of a draft if I had not picked up the late Innkeepers, so I was unfairly rewarded. Trying to outrun.
That's my option at this point.
So, uh, I might as well put this out. I don't gain a lot by hiding it. And
I think that just
this is
is death
probably
all.
it.
The bell pipes, the pipes are called.
So, you and you, and that's game. The
Oh,
combat
yeah,
trick takes it. Good game.
good game.
Commiserations. I'm sorry you had a mull in game 3 because that's never fun.
It happens.
And
My deck
yes,
was only like a 6 or 7. It's not like it was like a super good deck.
no, I really got lucky in pack 3 of the draft, so somewhat unjust, but I'll try and do better in week 2. And come back for the next GoVit because
Oh, I
Murph
shall.
obviously will have another one coming for. Is it Innistrad next? I think it is,
So
right? Yeah.
that's the thing. Like, it's an Innistrad set next, but like nobody really knows what the plans are because they have. Oh, hey, my season rankings came in, even though it's the 31st and tomorrow's the
Yeah, that's
1st.
right. I noticed that too. I was not expecting to crack packs when I opened up just now, but I did because I'm greedy. Yeah, I was not around
And
for
why are
the
they
original
Strixhaven
Innistrad
packs? I don't want Strixhaven packs.
because it was
They're separate.
Strixhaven at the start of the month. and they
Ooh.
give you rewards from what was going on at the start of the month, not the end. So you're right. Disappointing all round. Boo Arena, boo.
Yeah, I mean, if the set released on what? The like
The 8th
8th?
of July, yeah, most people are
So
expecting
so you had
AFR
1 week
packs.
of Strixhaven, but like
Yeah, thanks so much, Arena, for these belated
yeah,
Strixhaven packs I will
come on,
probably never
Arena.
use. Well, we actually
Jeez.
in the casual channel we do throwback drafts now and again. I mean, there's a critical mass of people who like to cube, and I love Eldraine, so I sometimes try and spark up an Eldraine draft. So the throwback packs do sometimes come in handy.
Yeah. Yeah, my deck's one of those decks that it needs to draw perfect
It needs to get the
because
get the power
I only have Minimus Containment for
as
removal.
removal.
Well, and I have Faraday's Fireball
Yes,
because I'm so light on
but
removal
that's
that
yeah
I have
high
Faraday's.
mana cost. Yeah, no
And it's like
improvised weaponries and stuff or dragon's
it's like
fire. It's tough.
yeah, yeah, it's one of those things where
You've
it's
got to hit
like
the ground running.
yeah, I just I lucked out on some things and other things I just kind of like was like, this did not work out well. I probably could have just like thrown in like a swamp or two plus the uh hive of the eye tyrant, just so that I
Oh
had
yeah,
another like thing in there. And like I probably should be playing plundering barbarian, but I only sided him in against one opponent.
yeah. I guess it. Yeah, you want to see what artifacts people have to get the real benefit of
Yeah.
that.
My first match I was against Amurf, and the Paladin shields came in clutch. Like they were really helpful, but I still didn't win that one because I only brought in 3 of them because he
Ah,
had just so much like damage removal. So to be able to just hold up 2 mana and just be like, oh yeah, pop a Paladin shield, save my guy. It's just it could really get him.
yeah. It can do that. Well, I'm genuinely delighted you got the dragon out with the kobold. I'm glad that we got
Hell
this.
yeah,
In fact, I'm going to say that I'm going to mention that.
yeah. I part of me wanted to play Old Gnawbone just for the chance that I could get Old Gnawbone out without
Yeah,
playing any
yeah.
forests with him.
That would be
But
so
I was
good.
like,
Yeah,
this is kind
taking
of
up a card
competitive,
slot.
and
Yeah,
I just don't want to. I
you're
don't want to
right.
risk it.
If that happened in Friday Night Magic, it would be insane and everyone would laugh. But you're right. In a competitive environment, taking up a card slot for that would be a little hopeful.
Yeah. Oh man, I want to play more competitive Magic.
Well,
Is
um, keep an eye on the Human Draft Casual channel because although it is casual drafts and people don't have to do full brackets, they sometimes fire. And if you want more competitive draft stuff, there are at least 2 Discords I know of I can send you invites to where they regularly fire off pod drafts. And they usually expect you
Yeah.
to play Swiss, so you actually get your full complement. But I find that this Discord is much more properly laid back. Like everyone is friendly. You don't have to do a full Swiss draft. You know, it's kind of
Yeah, like
entertaining.
I liked I like the GoVitational specifically because of the people in this Discord.
Yep, they're a good bunch.
Because it's one of those things where it's like, ah, man, I lost, but like it was still fun, kind of thing.
Definitely. Yep. It's a shame we don't
And
get more Govitationals, but Murph literally only has the headspace for one a set.
yeah, and I can understand that. It's definitely not like organizing anything is hard.
Totally.
Like I had a hard time trying to organize the set review for this thing, and we only did get the commons and uncommons done.
That's right. But that's definitely something I'd encourage you to keep doing if you're interested, because I think some people only did it for Kaldheim originally. Like it's a new thing for the Discord, and it's something we should all be doing, like talking about cards more. So yeah, I couldn't make the times unfortunately, or I would have done it. So I definitely encourage you if you're interested to do it for the next set as well. I think it'd
Yeah,
be a good
I'm
thing.
I'm I'm going to, and I think
Sweet.
I learned some stuff that like I think we got to put like a time limit on talking about cards.
Definitely, yeah. You want to cap it. You want to be like, we've got this
Like
many cards
you
to
get
get through.
you get
So
you get a minute per card.
yeah,
You get a minute. You
that's
get a minute per
reasonable.
card
Yeah, gotta chair the meeting well.
because
Uh,
otherwise like we were on some cards for like up to like 5 minutes
I know, right?
discussing them.
And
And
that's
it's like
fine if
that's
people have
like
hours, but
I can understand that, but like let's put an asterisk next to the card and like come back
that's right. And you can
after we've
retune,
done
right?
all of
It's
them.
it's not hard and fast as well, right? If a bomb's a bomb, that's fine. And if something's garbage, that's fine. But you're right, most of them you need to see in context, or let's see the rest of the set, then come back,
Yeah,
etc.
like it's
Or see how the meta
l-
changes it.
hold on, like there's let's see if I can't pick out a card at
While
first
while you're digging
glance.
that out, even though you are now not going to compete in GoVitational, if you want to commentate, we're always looking for people in the booth.
I'd love to.
That's
I'd
good.
love
So
to.
what we normally do is we have this normally we did it for Strixhaven, but
Yeah.
we run a draft pod with a featured table. We pick a drafter and watch their draft, and then we talk
Yeah.
to them after their draft about how it went and what they thought. Blah blah blah. So it's quite
Yeah.
fun, and we keep it two to a booth so that there's no crosstalk. Um,
Yeah.
but but I'll talk to Murph and make sure you're added to the list of people who are willing to chat during the draft.
Yeah, I would love to. Like
Sweet.
I walked away from Arena for a couple sets just cuz like my favorite thing to do with Magic, and it's something that like I really missed throughout COVID, was discussing my draft and discussing plays
Ah, yeah.
because me and like several of my close friends at my local store after draft, like after like games have been played and everything like that, we'll talk about like
Have a full
cool like
dissection.
interactions that we've had, like
Nice.
what we picked first and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like even yesterday we had I had like a very interesting pack one pick one
Oh yeah.
where I passed Lair of the Hydra
Mm-hmm.
for a Battle Cry Goblin.
Ooh, that is interesting.
Yeah, because I saw it and I'm like, this is an interesting pack because I know that red is like at this point I know that red is just like the
Super
go-to
strong.
color.
Yeah. Battlecry
Like
Goblin, is that the
and
Lord?
and green is also like a very like it's a solid color as well.
Yeah.
But red is just so powerful that I
Yep.
know that I if I can be, I really want to be in red. So I
Definitely.
don't want to be putting someone in red by passing them
Yeah,
Battlecry
yeah, yeah.
Goblin. So I passed the lair and took the Battlecry Goblin, and then
Oh,
from there
yeah.
I ended up playing red black. But it
Nice.
was interesting.
Was this
I
in paper?
splashed. This was in paper, yeah.
Nice. Excellent. And did the rest
I
of them know
ended.
how strong red black is, or do you think you got
Oh yeah,
a help?
yeah. There's a fair amount of people who knew how
They
strong
know
red
their
black
stuff.
was.
Okay.
I was the drafter to my right was also in red black.
Oh, youch.
So
That could be
he
tricky.
had pack one pick. He had pack one picked one. Oh the one in I can't remember the name of it. 1 2 red 2 3 goblin rare
The Lord
that
that
whenever
gives,
yeah,
yep, and you can
yeah, the
tap it
lord.
to do damage based on the number of goblins that come in. Yep, I know
Yeah.
the one.
So he pack one picked one that.
Ooh,
So we were
you're both
both
goblins.
trying to go goblins.
Ah, damn it.
And it
How
was funny
were you
because
hooked up
I
in
ended
pack
up with
two?
like I was hooked up in pack 2, yeah. I was
Nice.
quite
Good,
hooked up in
because that
pack
can be
2.
tough,
Like I
right?
had actually I have the deck right here. 1 second to pull it out.
Yeah, because if you know that person on your right's doing the same thing as you, really need to bank on pack two giving you the goods.
Yeah, so like I had a precipitous drop, Herald of Hadar,
Nice.
Hobgoblin Captain. Like I'd rather have not played Herald, but like I said, I was like right next to a red black drafter, and I was trying to be red black. So like we both kind of were like fighting over the exact same cards.
Excellent.
Um, I got a UC pair of goblins,
Oh, yep, brilliant.
which I've come up on as well.
Yeah, 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 definitely.
Improvised weaponry,
Oh, lovely.
Sepulchre Ghoul,
Yep.
Dwarfhold Champion,
Mhm.
because I had to splash white because I did not have enough good red or black playables. Hired Hexblade. Pack 3, I opened Adult Gold Dragon. So that's
Woo!
two.
That's another good
That's
reason to be splashing white.
that's two. That's actually why I decided to splash white.
Nice.
It was because I opened that. I was like,
Lovely.
okay, well that's
That's
totally
fine.
splashable for white. So if I'm already going to be splashing white for that, I'll throw in a couple other whites. I got Swarming Goblins.
Mhm.
I got Swarming Goblins number 2.
Nice.
I got that Battlecry Goblin that I mentioned. I
Yep.
got a Vampire Spawn,
Sweet.
Yuan-Ti Fangblade.
Oh, good.
You come to a Null Camp,
Mhm.
which actually like got me the win
Yeah, yeah, because
in a
it's
game.
yeah. I guess it's like Rapid Flames in Theros, right? You can use it for the Alpha Strike because they think their maths is fine, and it's not.
Yeah, like I used it to my opponent uh had stabilized off of dropping Orcus,
Mm-hmm.
and then I was able to you come to a null camp and X2 of his blockers
Yep.
so that I could get in for lethal.
Perfect. Good work.
Power word kill,
Of course.
uh Brazen Dwarf, which I'll explain why I'm playing that
Well,
card.
you had two swarming goblins, right? So I guess you're
Yeah, I
getting
had two
it's a decent
swarming
bear and
goblins.
it
Like,
does some pinging, so
yeah.
that's fine.
Plundering Barbarian,
Yep.
Arborea Pegasus,
Peggy.
Thieves Tools, Armory Veteran, Price of Loyalty,
Oh,
and
lovely.
then my favorite card that I got to play in this deck was the Deck of Many Things.
Oh, amazing! I got one in my pre-release deck. That's cool. Yeah, good fun. And did you run it? And did you get to play with it?
I did run it. It was
Nice.
opened by the person to the right of me.
And they passed it on. Oh, nice.
They passed it on because I'm trying to remember what they took over it. They took
It's got a high
can't
setup
remember what
cost,
he
so I get it. If they want a
Yeah,
streamlined deck
yeah.
and they don't want the mana sink, I can see why they'd pass it.
Yeah, see, my reasoning for taking it in such an aggressive deck is because you can just then go and like trade off your cards
And get them either
like
back
more
from the graveyard
aggressively.
or draw two. Yeah, you're right. So
So
you're getting
either
gas.
your opponent's blocking and trading off. So like because there were several times even in like our games there, right, where I had the 3-1, I'm like, well, I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
attack into that thing because if he does block, well then I just don't have like the creature
Yeah.
quality
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
to keep going.
No, deck's great because you can pull from your yard draw, and if you crit, you've got the option of stealing one of
Yeah.
their things. So yeah, no, that's
Yeah,
it's
it's
good all
like
round.
either I get something back or I draw two cards, so I'll have something to play,
Yeah,
or I get to steal something from their deck, and
it's effectively yeah,
maybe I have Sepulchre Ghoul on the field and I
and the
just
game's
win.
over. Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
Good. Well, I'm glad the deck came out as well. So that's cool.
yeah,
Nice to
yeah.
play with.
It was fun.
It's fun to
Um,
get those cards and give them a whirl, and it's especially fun in paper. I find, I guess, the visceral experience.
yeah. But I found the card that one of the cards that like we were very uh like we focused on was Dawnbringer Cleric.
Yep.
Like I had it as a C. I'm like, you'll play it, but probably able to cut it pretty frequently. Math had it at like a C plus, where it's like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you want at least one in the deck. Saitama had it at a B, where it's like, yeah, you're definitely gonna want one, probably like a couple.
Yep.
Uh,
But no, it's come up. It's
Ogre slash Kato had it at a B minus, and
yeah.
Atomic had it at a B minus.
It being
And like,
multimodal is really helpful.
I still don't think it's in the B class,
I
but I
think
think it's definitely like a C plus. I think Math was right.
yeah,
Math hit it
I'd
on the
I'd
head.
have it as a B when it synergizes. So like for me, where I had Innkeeper and the Unicorn and the Cleric coming, like all of a sudden it can get kind of crazy. And obviously the Cleric having the options to either gain life or disenchant, ET being is really handy too. So yeah, I think in its archetype it's crazy good and is probably B class, but for most white decks it is just a C.
Yeah.
That
Um,
sounds fine.
and then here's another one, like Priest of Ancient Lore. We had
Mm-hmm.
it rated. I had it at C plus, and then like Math had it at B minus, and then Saitama had it at B plus, and there was a B minus and a B minus. I think B minus is actually probably correct.
Yeah, I mean it's nice. It replaces itself. It doesn't leave much of a body, but again, in the right archetype, it can be really
I
really
just
good.
didn't think that it was first pickable.
Yeah, I don't think it's first
And at
pickable.
first glance, like I think I was right,
Yeah, no, I agree. I still
but
don't think it's first pickable. I'd be disappointed having it first pick.
there's some pros who would like first pick this
Oof.
in a
I
slightly
want to
weaker
know
pack.
over what. Yeah, it would have to be in a weaker pack, definitely.
In a slightly weaker pack, but like there's certain pros that would pick this over some like super solid cards that I think are better, but those things. Is there any ones like crazy? I know there was. Um, Uh, Parent Mind Sorcerer, that was a sad one. We rated it
Uh,
anywhere from a C plus to a B minus, and it's just like a C minus. Like, can't really play it
it hasn't
because
helped that
blue
it's
is
in the
just
weakest
so
color.
weak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Error sorcerer.
Uh,
In fact, I can't even remember what it does. I saw someone running it in a deck recently. I'm
it's a
just.
3/4, rolls a dice.
Oh yeah, choose an instant or sorcery in your graveyard. Yeah.
Yeah, either return it to the top of
Mhm.
your
Yeah.
library or into your hand.
It is uninspiring in this set for sure. But you're
Yeah.
right. It's
Uh,
probably it's cursed just because it's in blue.
yeah. Like, here's another one, Feywild Trickster. We had it anywhere from C minus to B plus.
Yeah. Hmm.
Like, I was sitting at a C plus with it, which I think is probably right.
Oh yeah. So that's yeah. I think it's strong in its
Math had it
archetype
all the way
again,
at a
but
B plus. Math had it all the way up to a B plus.
did he expect to do a lot
Um,
more dice rolling, do you think?
I'm assuming he did.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he did.
Because in red
Expected
blue,
a
I
lot
guess
more dice.
that's a great payoff.
Yeah, and
But
I've faced some like Feywild trickster decks that just ran over me.
yep.
Like when the deck comes together, it's a good deck.
Mhm.
But
But it's
because Hoarding
demanding.
Ogre is such a good card and taken in so many different
That's
decks,
right. You're actually not getting
because like you
the
want it in the red
choices.
green deck so you can play the big 7/6 and the
Mhm.
8/7s.
Yep.
You and the owlbears quickly.
Mhm. You want it in
You
red black,
want
of
it
course.
you want it in red black for treasures so that you can play multiple cards per turn, so you can like sack the treasures to do bonus things. And it's just like those two decks are just so popular that you're not getting Hoarding
Yeah.
Ogres
For your
really
dice rolling.
easy.
Yeah.
And
Totally.
usually and it's like usually you don't want to take like a Feywild Trickster and spec on getting a Hoarding Ogre.
That's right. That's hopeful.
And like really I think Hoarding Ogre is in its element in red black because you can
mm.
just thieves tools it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, well now I have a 3/3 that either I need a kill spell for,
Or it just
which
generates massive amounts of
unfortunately
treasure.
dr-
Dragonfire
unfortunately
doesn't
like
kill. Yep.
Dragonfire is the only thing that kills it.
Yep.
Because Burning
And only
Hands
if you have a
doesn't.
dragon. Yeah. So yeah,
Like
it's tough.
yeah, there's some good
Wait, is
things.
it a 3/4 or 4/3? It's a 3/4. 3/4 because you can put the thieves tools on it. Yeah. So there's a lot of removal that doesn't touch it.
Hoarding Ogre is just 3/3.
It's a 3/3. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dragonfire does touch it. Fair days. But
Yeah.
that's yeah, again that's being snapped up a lot, so you're not likely to see a ton of those.
Yeah. Here's one that we somewhat disagreed on, like Ray of Frost. You had it
Mm.
anywhere from like a C to like a sideboard B to like B. And it's just like, I don't know. I've got demolished by Rhymefield Frost Giant a couple times, where I think it's probably closer to a C plus now.
Yeah, its body is big for the set, which does help, and I guess the ward gives it a little bit of extra, doesn't it? So,
Yeah,
but yeah, Rare Frost sounds great, right,
yeah,
from previous sets, but it feels to me there's a bit more disenchant in this set because of classes and stuff. So
yeah,
Ray's not quite as good as things like Capture Sphere in other sets.
yeah. It's just those things. It's like, yeah. Where's another one? Uh, uh, sec. Um, Here's one that I disagreed on, where I think I actually hit the nail on the head. Fate's Reversal. Everyone else gave it a C minus. I gave it a C plus
Ah. Um, oh yeah.
because I figured like A, you're bringing back the best card from your graveyard,
Yep.
or the best
And you
creature
get
from
the
your
venture
graveyard,
bonus as gravy.
and then you get the venture bonus as
Yep.
well,
And
which is
that's
going to matter some amount.
for sure. Yeah, even a tiny amount, the life gain or the scry. But you're right. If
And
you are
everyone
venture
was
heavy, it could be even
yeah,
stronger.
and everyone's like the venture's not going to matter, and 2 mana to bring back one creature just isn't gonna.
See, 2 mana was fine in other sets, like
Yeah,
Order of Midnight and
and then
Eldraine. So
and
that's
then again,
reasonable.
Feign Death, I hit
Oof.
a C plus, and everyone said C minus.
Good work. No, you definitely got the better of that deal.
Yeah, I've I've been grading sets for a long time. Like,
You've got your compass
um,
tuned better.
it's just one of those things where it's like, my local store, like my LGS,
Mhm.
at one point, uh, we were making a team
Oh, nice.
to like play at GPs and stuff like that
Cool.
with. It kind of fell apart because they were looking for sponsorship from the store,
Ah.
and the store wasn't in a place where they could do
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So like some of the people who were on the team were just on the team because they were friends kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then they kind of like had like a huge falling out between people and whatnot because they huge social justice warriors and whatnot and found offense with everything that anyone did.
Oh dear.
And so eventually uh the team kind of changed.
Hmm.
Like I think there's only like two members on the original team now that are still on the team. And like they're solid players, but like they used to have like these like bright pink uh uh um like team jackets, and they were called lethal minus one after like after the classic play that the guy who kind of like started the team made, where
Oh
he
really?
he was facing one of the other guys on the team, and he was like, yeah, this should be lethal, and he attacks, and the other
Oh.
person's like, yeah, no blocks, and they does up the math, and it's like
Oh
my
dear.
like left the opponent at one, and
Oh.
he died on
On the
attack
crackback.
backs.
Oh dear.
It's like
Uh.
good old lethal minus one. Gotta love it.
Oh, brilliant.
It's so good.
Oh well,
It's
I'm
so
I'm
good.
definitely down for the set review for Innistrad because I've not done one properly, and it's about time I did. So I've only
Yeah.
been playing Limited a couple of years, so I need to get my head around it.
Yeah, actually, that reminded me about one of the topics that I had mentioned. Uh, the Innistrad set. That's the thing that a lot of people don't know about right now,
Mhm.
because even listening to like, do you watch The Professor, like
Occasionally,
Tillarian
yeah,
Community College?
I drop
Yeah.
in on those videos.
Um, he did his predictions for the next set, and like right now, his prediction for like the like sets are that they're going to like he doesn't know if they're going to release at the same time, something like that, and they're just going
Right.
to be like mirror versions of
Oh,
each
I
other.
see. Yeah, yeah, because it's two sets, isn't it?
Yeah, because there's wrong, here it is, expansions. Yeah, because there's the Wild Hunt, and then uh uh um, I think it's Midnight Hunt,
That's right.
or
Yeah,
something.
that sounds right. So it'll be interesting to see how they drop it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Crimson Bow.
Yeah.
That's what it was. And it's like, are they coming out at different times? Like,
Hmm.
so it looks like they're coming out at different times because the release date on MTG Fandom has Crimson Vow in November,
Okay, so September and
November
November.
19th.
Right.
Yeah. And
Interesting.
Midnight Hunt is September 24th.
Yeah. So will that be a full set and the other one a half set? Are they both full sets? Are they both half
Yeah, so
sets?
this is
Hmm.
that's the thing that's being
Intriguing.
predicted, is
Yeah.
that like what's going to happen is they'll have some unique cards in each of them, but like they'll have like uh some cards where it's like they'll have like the exact same card in the set,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And they'll just have different artwork
Okay.
for it.
Yeah.
So
Or
that's
some
like one of the
twist on it.
predictions kind of thing
Interesting.
where it's like, okay, that's interesting, but like I think I would feel ripped off if they did something like that.
Yeah, because you're actually getting slightly less. Well, also the designers too, I suppose. You get less design space if you're printing the same card two different ways. Could be tricky.
Yeah, it's
Hmm.
just
Well, we'll
But
see
yeah, like the
soon.
pre-release for that is on the 17th
Yeah, not long to go.
of September, which means that we'll probably get, if they do what they did this week, like or this time, we'll get access to it on the 9th, which
Which
means
means
like
there'll be spoilering in a couple of weeks. Yeah.
the entire set should be like start spoiling maybe the 30th, maybe the 23rd
Yeah.
of
So not long to
August.
go.
Which not long. It's
No.
3-4 weeks
Yep.
for spoilers. It seems very fast.
Yeah, too right. But then I guess they want to keep the momentum up, right? That's what keeps people playing the game and picking new sets, staying
Yeah,
fresh.
I'm intrigued.
Me too.
Like I didn't get to play the original Innistrad set
Nor I.
because like I started playing back uh what was it? 11 years ago? 10 years ago? 10 or 11 years ago in one of the Zendikar sets, like the
Okay.
original Zendikar
OG
sets.
Zendikar, yeah.
Yeah. And I had no idea what I was doing
Yep.
because it was my friend who had played Magic like years and years before, like before Planeswalkers were a thing,
Oh yeah, me too. Me too.
decided decided that he was going to get back into it.
Okay.
And because he decided he was getting back into it, I decided I was going to get into it
Excellent.
because I mean, I'm just a joiner. And so I decided we decided to like split on two boxes. So we bought like two boxes worth of stuff. And how we played the Planeswalkers was completely wrong.
Oh well. Yeah. I mean, I could see how it'd be
We
confusing.
thought you played the Planeswalker and then your life total became what their loyalty was.
Oh right. Blimey.
Yeah. So we were like, wow, these Planeswalkers are really bad. You just end up losing the game. Man.
This is a
And so I
problem.
let him have all the
Oh
Planeswalkers he wanted.
no.
And like I had several Jasons.
Oh no. Oh dear.
Uh, I did end up losing all the cards that I had. So even
Oh.
if I had anything that was worth money, like any fetch lands or something like that, like I have no idea. Like I don't even remember if I had fetch lands or not. But I know that I'm sad that I could never find those cards and that they disappeared on me.
Oh, yeah, that's a bummer. I still have all mine from. So I started playing in 1998-ish, around
Jeez.
Mirage, Stronghold, Tempest. So I've got no super high value cards. I was long after ABU, and I don't have that many. Like I've got a shoebox full of old cards, but none of them are worth
I
particularly
was
megabytes.
7.
There you go. I was in
I
my
was 7.
I was in my teens then,
Yeah.
so yeah, and then I didn't play again until Eldraine, so long break, about 20 years.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and I've only played limited since Eldraine, so lots of it
Yeah,
left.
I took a break after that and then I got back into Magic. Oh, when did I Magic? A couple years after that in oh geez, what was it? I'm trying to remember now. I think it was I think it was right after Avacyn Restored.
Okay,
So
yep.
like I had bought some packs from Avacyn Restored and I had bought some packs from like that next set, which I think was Ravnica,
Mm,
I
yeah,
think.
that's all my Dark Ages. Everything that came after about Urza's Saga through till Eldraine, I know very little about. Although I know a bit about Ravnica and guilds from Arena, because obviously when I joined Arena, they were still in Standard.
Yeah. Yeah, well this was second Ravnica set,
Okay,
not
yep.
third Ravnica set.
Whew,
So this was even longer ago.
blimey.
Uh and then I was only playing tabletop, but I had gotten better at the game,
Excellent.
thankfully. Like I had actually figured out how to play.
That helps.
uh but I was only playing tabletop and whatnot, so
Yeah.
I didn't play too much. And
Mm.
then I stopped again for a while and then really like caught the magic bug in M15.
Oh, excellent. So there you
My
go. You've been
friend took
invested
me
a
my
while.
friend took me to an M15 draft, and it was the first draft that I ever did, and I drafted really, really badly
But
and got absolutely smoked.
you got the bug. That's a
Um,
good thing.
and then I started playing Commander with him,
Oh, nice.
so I would only buy singles and whatnot
Mhm.
to play, or end packs and whatnot, crack packs, and gives me nightmares just like. And then I realized that Commander is just a terrible format.
I've never played it, so I have absolutely no opinion.
I would build decks that I thought were fun and good and whatnot. Like they weren't actually like really good. They were just fun decks and
Yep.
stuff like that.
In the
Very
right
like
setting, they seem to
thematically
do
fitting
well, but it depends who you're
stuff like
playing,
that.
right?
But then I would play against people who would just see my commander and be like, "Oh, that commander is completely bonkers, so we're gonna focus him." Even though
Uh,
my deck is not built optimally, and like the deck is probably like I don't know, like couple $100 versus the $1,000
oof,
decks that I was
blimey.
playing against.
Yeah, crazy.
So it's like you can't, you're not. I'm no threat. I
Yes,
don't know
that's
why
right.
you're
I'm here to
targeting
have
me.
fun.
And then they would,
Oh,
and then they would learn that like my deck is no threat, so they would leave it alone. And then I would get to go off once with it, and then I'd be back on the oh well,
on the watch
he's the
list.
target.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's the
Oh,
target. And I was like, yeah, this is just no fun. I don't want to play a bunch of commander decks, like commander games
they're
where I'm
just
just
wailing
going
on
to
you.
be the target
Yeah,
and then have to like either put in a whole bunch of money to be like
competitive. Yeah.
to build a competitive deck
Mm.
and then be that guy.
Yep. No thanks.
So I literally just sold off like my
Yeah.
deck. I was like, this is gone. And I kept like my one pod just in case like somebody wanted to play kind of thing. That I had like kind of upgraded, but not really. Just
Ah.
because it was like just because I knew that the commander itself was not a popular commander
Ah.
and wasn't a good card necessarily. Like the commander itself was played in other decks, not as the commander.
Oh, right. I see.
Because it was like that green planeswalk like it was when they first like introduced planeswalkers to be played as commanders.
Ah, right. Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, okay, I'll get
Give
this.
that a
And it
go.
was fun. It was
Yeah.
just like a monocolor deck. Like it wasn't like the power level was probably like at a 2.
Okay.
And then anytime I drafted like a good green card, I'd toss it in
Slot that in. Yeah. That
another
sounds
like
good.
kind of thing.
Cool.
But yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna start playing standard and draft and whatnot. So I was rotating back between standard and draft, and I had a lot of fun playing standard. And I played in my first GP where
Oh, cool.
uh uh it was the best and worst experience of my life because it was super fun. Like I that's probably what really hooked me into wanting to play Magic
Cool.
was just how much fun I was having
Oh, that's good.
losing
Yeah. At least you have the capacity
and
for it. Some people
learning
do not
and
have
stuff
that.
like that.
Yeah.
And then and it was also like I was playing in my first GP that I had already bought like I had already bought like my ticket for to play in.
Mm-hmm.
And then like a week after I bought the ticket, I lost my job of 3 years.
Oh, no.
I got fired due to
Ugh.
politics.
Ugh.
Um, and then I go and I lose my several $100
Oh, man.
deck
What a
at the
week.
GP.
Oh, no.
At the GP.
Oh, that's gross.
And it's like, yeah, I went the last day, and that's when I had already dropped from the main event
Mm-hmm.
because there was no day two at that
Yeah.
point. But I went to do some like drafts and some side events and
Mm-hmm.
whatnot. And on my way there, it was either one of two things happened. Either one, when I went to put my deck back in my bag, because I was taking out I had put some cards from packs that I had gotten in my deck box, and I didn't
Right.
want them in my deck box. I wanted
Mm-hmm.
them. in my other containers. So I had taken out my deck box and I had opened it up and I had put the stuff in the other thing. So either I had left the deck out there
Yeah.
on the like train, like,
Hmm.
or when I stopped at the um vending machine in the actual like hall to grab some like pops for the day,
Mm-hmm.
I had taken out some deck boxes that I had,
Ah.
and maybe I didn't. I just was going too quick because like I had
Oh,
seen someone that I
damn it.
known, and
Yeah.
maybe like I had just like not put back it, and it was like right against my peg, so I wasn't paying
Ooh.
attention,
Yeah.
so I didn't see.
Oh.
So I had lost that. Like I tried to
Ugh.
go to like I even had one of the like local shop owners who was at the GP, like one of the local to my area, because like the GP was like an hour away kind of thing
Right.
from where I lived. Like I told the story to the local shop owner. He's like, "Well, if you want to buy the cards back from me, like just get me the deck list and I'll let you buy them at like 75%."
Oh, that's nice.
But at that point, it was like just before rotation, and
Yeah.
like I had no money. Like I
No,
was
I know,
19,
right? It's not a
I
good
have
time
no
to
money.
buy.
I just lost my job
Yeah.
for 3 years, so I'm going to be on like employment insurance. So like I
Oy.
can't afford that
Oof.
because at that time it was Fetchland City,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
Fetchlands were going for like $50 a pop,
Oh boy.
and it was like, yeah, it was sad. But I had literally built a deck to beat the metagame,
Nice.
and then faced no decks from the metagame the
Oh.
entire tournament.
Oh, that's a
I think I
disaster.
faced one, and that was one of my 2 wins.
Oh. Oh dear.
And it
Oh
was like,
boy.
"Oh my
What a
goodness."
pain.
Yeah, it was rough. I
Yeah, that sounds
was
it.
so annoyed. I'm like, I build deck to beat metagame, like it's
And
my
don't
own
see it.
brew,
Yeah.
and then I only face homebrews myself.
Oh boy.
And it's like, ugh,
Ugh.
because I was playing just some really wicked, like I was playing red black, like I was
Uh-huh.
playing some really good like Rakdos deck. Like it's probably my favorite deck that I have ever built myself, and probably this is the reason why I no longer play standard.
Aha.
Because it's like I just don't want to pay for cards
No.
and then have to update the decks all the time and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. Like I rather like I'll play it on arena from time to time, but I just don't really care about my collection.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to sell off my collection right now
Mm-hmm.
because I just don't have like the money to keep playing Magic if I don't.
Yeah. I'm all about limited. I like the challenge of drafting or
And
sealed and the kind of yes, the
yeah,
contained amount of building that
like I can
carries.
I can I can go infinite at my local store.
Nice.
Like I've made it to the finals bracket uh twice now in the last 2 drafts
Superb.
since they've been back. So we've had
Nice.
2 drafts since we've been back to like in-person Magic, and I've made it to the finals
Good
against the
work.
same guy
Excellent.
both times. Uh,
I'm
but
afraid I'm
like
going to have to excuse myself.
yeah.
My wife is dog sitting around the corner at our in-laws, and we
Ah,
need
I
to get their
see.
dog out before it falls dark. Because
Ah,
he
yeah,
needs
no
one
worries.
last trip out. But it's been good talking to you, and we should do it again.
No,
I'm
yes,
definitely
yes.
interested in a set review, so
Yeah,
definitely keep me posted on that.
shoot me a message sometime if you want to talk about
You betcha. I've also
anything.
told Murph that you're interested in doing some possible commentating for the future GoVit weeks as well, so he might get in
Sweet.
touch about that.
Sweet. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm sorry I can't
Okay.
talk for longer, but it's been a good hour. It's been lots of fun.
No, no, you take
Thank you very
care,
much. Yeah, and
and
you
you have a
enjoy the
good
rest of
night.
your day.
I shall.
I'll
I
speak to you
shall.
again soon.
Take care.
Thanks again.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.